If you're having trouble with mathematics, numbers getting problematic, don't you panic. Check MathWiz, the best math tutor on the planet. From fraction to algebra, simple maths, add up some trigonometry into that. Learning math is fun with MathWiz, and that's a fact. We're rooting for you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another MathWiz Academy video. I do hope you're going to enjoy today's video. It is a continuation, still solving when we have x squared in our problem. If this is your first time joining, be sure to check out the videos before so that you have a solid foundation and that you don't get lost while we are doing these questions. So we're going to jump straight into it. So for today, we have x squared minus 3 is equal to 6. This is going to be our first example. So we are solving for x. So we want to first locate the x. Then we have our minus 3. So we always move whatever we're looking for last. So some persons may be asking, Miss, do I remove the square first or do I remove the minus 3? And we remove the minus 3 first. So we're going to go ahead, and since that is a minus 3, when we take it to the opposite side, it is going to become plus 3, right? And we had some preliminary videos where we said minus becomes plus, when you're solving equations and taking variables or letters to, the opposite side. So provided you already mastered those skills, this should be something you're comfortable with. So 6 plus 3 is going to be 9, and then to get rid of the square, you use the square root. So x is going to be the square root of 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So I will go back over that one more time for those persons who are comfortable. You can go ahead and try x squared minus 8 is equal to 28. So again, the first thing you do is to identify where is the letter you are solving for. So you're solving for x, so we have seen our x squared. Not exactly what we want, but we see the x somewhere right there. So we go ahead and we say, okay, let's move everything else from beside it. So this minus 3, when we take it across, is going to become plus 3. We then have this square, and to get rid of the square, you have to square root the other side. All right, so go ahead and pause the video once it is that you are finished with that example or that question that I want you to try on your own. Then you can press play and you will get the solution. So x squared minus 8 is equal to 28. You locate your x. Then the minus 8, when we take it to the opposite side, is going to become plus 8. And so we have x squared is equal to 36. And to get rid of the square, you will square root. And the square root of 36 is simply 6. So that is our first example. So for the second example, still keeping the x on the left-hand side. But what about if the x appears behind, right? So what do I mean by that? So let's say we have minus 5 plus x squared is equal to 11. So the x is still on the left-hand side, so I identify or locate it. Then I say, okay, need to remove everything from beside it, so that minus 5, when I take it across, is going to become plus 5. And we don't need to write plus x squared. You can just have x squared. And 11 plus 5 is going to give you 16. And to get rid of the square, you will square root the opposite side. And the square root of 16 is going to give you 4. So again, I will go over it, but for those persons who are comfortable, you can go ahead and try that question. So we did the same thing, which was to identify where the x was first. Then we removed everything from beside it. So the minus 5 became plus 5. And the square, to get rid of the square, we square rooted the other side. All right, so you can press pause, work out that question that I want you to try on your own, and then you can press play for the solution. So we have -5 plus x squared is equal to 4. So I have identified where the x squared is. So the -5, I'm going to take it to the opposite side, which is going to become +5. And so we are going to have x squared is equal to 9. And to get rid of the square, you will square root. And the square root of 9 is simply 3. Okay, so our third example for today is what do we do if the x squared appears on the right hand side? So it is worked the same way, but again, I have found that students tend to get confused once they see the letters on the right hand side. And so we have the x squared, we locate it. So we're going to remove everything from beside it. So that -1, when we take it to the opposite side, is going to become +1. And so we have 48 plus 1, which is going to be 49. Then to get rid of the square, you want to square root. And the square root of 49 is simply 7. Okay, so the question that you are going to try on your own is going to be, so you can simply pause the video, work it out, and then press play for the solution. Okay, so we have 76 is equal to x squared minus 5. Again, locate your x. Then the -5, when you take it to the opposite side, you are going to add. And that 76 plus 5 is going to give you 81. So you have 81 is equal to x squared. And then to get rid of the square, we have to square root the other side. And the square root of 81 is going to give us 9. Okay, so we are going to try our final example for today. So we still have the x squared on the right hand side, but what if it is appearing behind? All right, so to be honest, it is worked the same way. So you locate where your x is, then you remove everything else. So that -7, when you take it to the other side, you will add. So you can put the 7 in front or behind, but I do tell persons here that the Maths Academy method is that we always carry over and put whatever it is behind, right? And that's to avoid certain mistakes. So we have 25 is equal to x squared. And to get rid of the square, we square root the opposite side. And the square root of 25 is going to give us 5. So the final question that I will ask you to try on your own for today is 24 is equal to -12 plus x squared. Okay, so to close off this session, provided you work this last question on your own, you go ahead, you found your x squared. Then the -12, when you took it to the other side, should have become +12. And the 24 plus 12 is going to give us 36. And to get rid of the square, we will square root. And the square root of 36 is simply 6. Okay, I do hope you found this video useful, of course. Be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe, like, turn on your notifications so that you can see when new videos are posted. I do hope that this video was helpful As usual, I'm rooting for you. Continue to prepare for these exams, or if you're not preparing for an exam, I just hope that this is helping you with your classwork, and I will see you in the next video.